Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today is a slightly different video. I will be ranking the top 50 best players of that I can remember. This list will be based off of mostly people you will know from my videos and a few you won't know. I think probably some of my friends will know nearly all of these people. 50th will be like maybe someone, more bad than good. But, I'm more just being honest. So I'll give my honest opinion of what I think of people based of maybe as a murderer, maybe as a detective, how good their PvP is when it comes to Also, I'm just going to clear a couple of things real quick. This is not based off of how much I like you, but mostly not. I think I'd probably rank people lower if I've not played as much murder mystery as I have with like people who I play with more nowadays, so they'll probably be ranked a lot lower. But basically, this is more what I think of them in murder mystery compared to what I actually think of them as a person. But anyway, I think that's all of it cleared up. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you'd like to see on my channel next, and enjoy the video. Okay, so starting the list. So number 50. So I think a lot of my friends can relate to this one. But it's this person called John. I don't think many of you will know this. You might know him off of Green's channel, but oh my gosh. Okay, basically, right. So you've got, I don't know, your normal players. You've got maybe, I don't know, me, John, Angel, Bonnie. I mean, John's not a common player. What John will do, if like, I don't know, maybe you're a murderer and you kill him, he will get annoyed. He will come back and he will get diamond armor, diamond sword. He will send you like messages that he's annoyed and you're just playing the game fairly. He will literally have a whole tantrum at you if you kill him fairly. And I don't know, if he's murderer, he will just lash out at you. If he doesn't get his own way, he will just have a go at someone and he'll probably block you. So coming in at 49, I would rank this person way higher, but the thing is, recently, I caught this person stealing the murder book from the randomizer, which to me is quite selfish. I mean, I did it a few years ago, but I learned that it's unfair on other people. This person's okay when it comes to murder mystery, but I feel like stealing the book from the randomizer just completely crosses the line for me. Like, I don't know, I stole the book maybe, 4 years ago, because I was like, oh man, I never get murderer. But you should just kind of go with the luck in murder mystery. Like, yes, maybe you're not lucky on one day, you're probably luckier on another day. It's all down to the randomizer. You can't dictate that. It's not fair on other people. So basically, DT, a few weeks ago we were playing on Snip's map. I don't think I uploaded it as a video, but I remember just before we were about to go through for another round, I saw a book was gone. I saw DT standing there. I checked all the books. The murder book was gone, and funnily enough, it's DT. And also I've heard past accusations that DT has done this before. Coming in at 48, we have Solar. So, man, okay. Solar's group is, let's just say, it's interesting. I think the problem with Solar is I believe other people have also caught him, like, in the book, also knowing how lucky he is, wouldn't be surprised. I've heard a couple of accusations. I haven't heard it from many people, but I don't have any proof of it. But I know the fact that in a lot of his videos, it's kind of, or it's less of a mystery, more just messing around. And I don't know, sometimes you can upload huge, long rounds. And I mean, I can, but they're more special occasions. But a lot of his are just big bulks of just, I mean, he's not a bad YouTuber or editor or anything. I think he just drags on the rounds much longer than they need to be. And often, it's kind of unorganized as well. I mean, he's an okay host. I think after a little bit, maybe after just 1 or 2 rounds, it can get boring very fast, very easily. Okay, next up, we have Mr. Distrack himself. We have Mason the Cat Whitey. So I'm putting him at rank 47. I think when it comes to playing Murder Mystery, I haven't played with him in a little while. A few months ago, probably when I last played Murder Mystery with him. I think the problem with Mason is he doesn't play Murder Mystery that well. He doesn't really play by the rules, kind of. He's more kind of loud and obnoxious. I mean, I feel like he's better now, but I know back then he wasn't the best. Let's just put it that way. I think we're kind of chill now, but I don't think you'll see him in any videos anytime soon. Okay, so 46 is Storm. I mean, I don't know. I would also rank him much higher. The problem with Storm, it's kind of like another if he doesn't get his own way kind of situation. I think with Storm, if you kill him, you get the point where he just kind of accepts defeat and just kind of leaves everyone. And also another problem with Storm is he can be very late. I'm pretty sure one time, I think he was like 2.5 hours late to a recording. He just wasn't prepared at all. And I think quite a lot of people don't really like the fact that he's late, but more how he doesn't really play by the rules. He's okay, but I mean, he's okay in Murder Mystery, but I think overall, I wouldn't say he's one of the best. Okay, so number 45, we have Bat. I think the problem with Bat is he could get pretty annoyed from a game, but he's also very insulting when it comes to being in a recording with me.
Get executed. Ow.
Yeah.
Why am I saying ow? I stabbed you.
Maybe you are me. Oh.
You're welcome, okay. I gave you my book.
I think I've already had stabbed myself.
Okay, I'm following. Wow.
I don't know why he's so insulting. It's not just me, it's towards a few people. I think it's mostly joke-wise. I guess some people don't always find it that funny. He's also okay at Murder Mystery, another okay, but I just wouldn't rank him that high, to be honest. I don't really have much to say about Bat, but I would play with him again if I had the chance, but I definitely wouldn't rank him as one of the highest. Okay, and number 44, we have Liam. So, I think Liam's another okay one. The problem with Liam is, I guess, he can fairly often play by the rules of Murder Mystery. He's only been in one of my videos as far as I'm aware, which was Mystery Mansion. I mean, he was out there to hunt for me. A lot of people can agree he's not best, but I think mostly I don't really play much Murder Mystery with him in general. I don't really know the full thing about Liam, but he's okay. Number 43, we have Yoshi. So, Yoshi's pretty quiet. It's not great for a Murder Mystery, especially when someone's really quiet, but, you know, you can live past it. I don't really have much to say about Yoshi. I think sometimes if he doesn't get his own way, he can get annoyed, but it wouldn't be to the point where he'd leave. He would just kind of tell people about it, I guess. I don't really have much to say about him. He's another okay player. Next at number 42, we have Breaky. Another one I don't really know much about. I think he's been in maybe 2 or 3 of my videos now. I think mostly like Showcase Cinema ones, because I've got like 5 or 6 of them on my channel now. I think maybe even 7. Breaky's actually quite a good murderer. I believe he's been murdered like once or twice on my channel, and I think he won with Kelvin. He actually got a double kill when I watched him kill someone, and I failed miserably. But I mean, he's a pretty good YouTuber. I kind of got a little inspired by his editing as well. But I think the problem is I don't really play much Murder Mystery with him, so that's why he's not particularly high. Okay, rank 41, we have Thumpling. Thumpling's kind of like Breaky. He's also a good murderer. I don't think he does as much like Did You Bet It's as Breaky. I'm not too sure. I know his diss track was good on me. I mean, it was okay. No, I'm joking. It was pretty good. He's actually quite nice, I would say. I haven't played with him in a while either. I think he's quite chill. He knows how to play by the rules. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Thumpling. So at the number 40 spot, we have Kelvin. You know, he's got like kind of Kelvin and Thumpling together. Kelvin's good at, I guess, like, recording. I think back when I was in like Kelvin's group, I think Kelvin was actually pretty good at like setting up recordings. He was actually pretty good at it. Didn't take too long to set things up. Maybe it did sometimes. Usually wasn't his fault. He's also a pretty good murderer. It was him and Breaky on that map. What's it called? The Skeld from Among Us, I believe. And they did win. They were both pretty good murderers. They both got a few kills. Kelvin, it's kind of hard to tell when Kelvin is a murderer sometimes. So I think that's pretty good for Kelvin. But yeah, putting him at the number 40 spot. So at number 39, we have J-Jar. So J-Jar, I believe, has appeared in only one of my videos. J-Jar is okay at Murder Mystery. I think the problem with J-Jar is he doesn't really give the murderers much. He's quite savage. Because in the one video, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago now from me recording this, on the Slenderman map, he didn't really give Chim much of a chance. I mean, he worked out it was Chim, pretty smart, pretty good detective, but if I was him, I'd leave Chim alone. Maybe see how it goes, maybe plan it out a little bit more. But I think he can also be a little annoying, but I think he's a pretty good player to play with. Okay, so on the number 38 spot, I don't really have much to say about this person. This person is involved in Solar's group. This person is Abby. I believe she's appeared in only one of my videos as well. Don't really have much to say. I don't really remember a time I've been murdered or anything with her. She's a good detective when it comes to her and Izzy. But overall, okay. Okay, so on number 37, we have Jeffy. So he's also been in only one of my videos, which is the murder mystery after the Halloween one. I believe it was about 40-45 minutes long. It was quite long. It was me and Rob. I didn't know you faked his death. I think he was pretty sneaky with that. He's okay at PvP. He got me fairly low. I did win, but he did alright. He did kind of work out it was me. He also worked out, I believe, that I killed Minnie on the roof. It didn't work out exactly who. He didn't know exactly who he saw. But, you know, he explained it pretty clearly. So, I think if I did play Murder Mystery with him again, I think he would be a pretty good detective. And maybe a pretty good partner as well. So, at 36, this person has also been in only one of my videos. This person is Ice. So, I mean, I used to play with Ice back in, like, I'd say 2018, 2019. And then we kind of stopped talking for a while. And he's returned again recently. Ice is more of like a jokester. He's pretty good at PvP. He can go by the mystery. But I think the problem, this isn't really based off Murder Mystery. I think the problem with when he was in my previous Murder Mystery video, 1 or 2, it was previous from when I'm recording this. But I think his mic quality wasn't very good. And I don't really think that's very good for when it comes to Murder Mystery. I'd rather someone be quiet than have a poor mic. But, I mean, actually, I don't know. I think I'd probably still rather a poor mic over speaking, but it doesn't really matter either way. It's as long as people are happy, then it's okay. Overall, he's pretty good. He was in a group with Green, me, Five Phoenix, all of those people, and I think we just kind of became friends again. Okay, so on 35, we have Chim. So, of course, Slenderman, J-Jar killed him. Chim's a pretty good murderer, pretty good at PvP. I've played some Murder Mystery off-camera with him recently. I think I was actually quite surprised. I think it was his PvP skills that I thought were quite good. He's probably one of the better people in Murder Mystery when it comes to PvP. He's quite a good detective. I haven't really played with him enough to know exactly. I would definitely play with him again if I had the opportunity. Okay, so on 34 we have Richie. So, Richie, I think he's been in about 3 of my videos. He's been in Power Rangers, Slenderman. I think he might have been in something else, but I think with Slenderman, I did see him kill Harp in the attic. It got me very low. I was on the edge because I know how scary Richie can be when it comes to PvP. He's quite good at it. I did fortunately beat him, only with 1 heart. He hit me 3 times, I hit him 4. On the previous round, I believe, did kill me. I didn't even hit him. Got me in pretty good combo. Killed someone right before. The thing that stands out with Richie is the PvP more than anything else. He's pretty quiet, but he's quite a good player to play with when it comes to MM. Okay, so 33 we have Justin. He's been in one or two of my videos. I believe he's been in Power Rangers and Juliet's Manor, one of my Juliet Manors, and Justin's pretty quiet. Actually, he's quite nice as well. Nicer than a lot of people. No offense to anyone else. He's probably one of the more chill people. I don't really have much to say about Justin. I can't remember a time he's been murderer. He's kind of gone off of murder mystery now. And if he did want to ever come back to murder mystery, I'm sure me and the rest of the group would definitely be okay with it. Okay, so 32 we have Chris. Chris is an interesting one. He was a good murderer partner in Juliet's Manor. He definitely had a good setup. I kind of spoiled it by ruining his location and getting him killed. He's pretty good at PvP. Quite a challenge. I don't know if you guys will see Chris in another video. If you do, it'll probably be in like a group I don't usually play with. I might play with a completely whole new group. Chris is no longer in our group. Chris is a pretty good partner. I don't actually know if he likes me, to be honest, but basing it off of murder mystery, I think he's quite good. He's not a detective. He's more of a PvP master. He can get a job done off camera. A couple rounds recently. He's been pretty good at fighting. So I think that's definitely what put him up higher. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about him. Okay, so number 41 we have Izzy. So Izzy's also been in one of my videos. The reason why I'm ranking her so high is because we actually did quite well in our round of Doom. She's a pretty good partner. Also, when I was innocent the previous round and I tried killing her, she did also kill me. So she's pretty good at PvP. An okay detective, especially with Abby. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Okay, so coming in at the number 30 spot, we have Foxy. So, I don't think I've played Murder Mystery with Foxy that much at all. I believe he's been in one or two of my videos, and in one of them, he was murder partners with me, which is why he was put up quite high, because he was also a pretty good partner. We actually did manage to survive the end. Same with Izzy. I don't know, I think they're probably about the same, to be honest. Foxy's in like Kelvin's group, Izzy's in like Solar's group. It's kind of hard to decide, I guess. I don't really have much to say about Foxy, but he's a pretty good murder partner. Okay, so now at number 29 we have Skullmaster. So Skullmaster has been in quite a few of my videos actually. He's actually a part of the group, my main group now. Skull can definitely make a video quite interesting. He also has a channel of his own with a couple murder mysteries as well with it, so I definitely recommend checking that out. But I think the main good thing with Skull is it's less to do with like working out who the murderer is, more just kind of having fun. Sometimes the fun can get a little bit bizarre. That's mostly off camera, but I would say I think I've been murder partners with him once on my channel, which was Alien Center. I don't remember how well we did. I think we did okay. I don't think we won. I can't remember. I could be completely wrong. But I would say overall, he's more of a just kind of a chill guy when it comes to recordings. Maybe not so much out of recording, but overall he's alright. Okay, so at number 28 we probably have the best PvPer on this list. I actually don't know based off of Bedrock. I know on console edition, like Xbox, he is very good at PvP. This person is Zach. You might have seen him a lot more in my older videos. Zach is a good partner. I think he can be very difficult to kill when it comes to, you know, attacking him. I think he's an okay detective. I've been playing with him in a little while. I haven't spoken to him in probably like a week or two. I've actually spoken to him pretty recently. I don't really have much to say about Zach. I don't really speak to him that much. Definitely the best PvP on this list. I'm almost guaranteeing it. I wouldn't say he's higher up there just because I don't really play with him much, but also I feel like there are people that can make Murder Mystery more interesting over him. No offense to him, I think he's pretty good, but I feel like there are people that can top it. Okay, so coming in at the 27th spot, we have JRV. So you might have noticed he's been in quite a lot of my older videos and a couple of my fairly recent videos. JRV has had a couple good and funny screams, which to me is kind of what makes a murder mystery quite interesting. I think the thing that makes murder mystery most interesting is probably the mystery part of it, kind of being murderer and kind of getting yourself involved in all of the chaos. I think JLV is probably a better detective more than murderer. He's a decent murderer. I think if he dies as murderer, he can get pretty annoyed, kind of like Storm, but it's not the point where he would leave. He also likes having his own rules, which can be good, but also can cause some issues. So overall, he's around the middle. Okay, so 26th on the list, we have Snook Python. I think Snook and JLV are, well, they used to be quite close. I think they're kind of similar. Maybe JLV's the better detective. Snook kind of makes up for it with all the screams. Snook's also a pretty good player when it comes to murder mystery. I guess, no offense to JLV, she doesn't complain as much, but she can complain. I think a few people on this list can complain. Sometimes it's for a good reason. Sometimes maybe not so much. So I'd also put Snook and, you know, mid-tier. Next on the list, number 25, halfway through, we have Jawa. Jawa's very nice, and he can be good as murderer off camera. He hasn't been murderer yet in any of my videos, but I think he does make up for a pretty good murderer. He can actually kill people if he chooses to. I think the problem with Jawa is when he's innocent, he's very clueless. He does not know what's happening. You can easily manipulate his thought. If everyone knows it's me, for example, they'll say, Jawa, it's, I don't know, Binder or something. Jawa will probably just believe it because Jawa's kind of clueless. He's good in murder mystery. Downfall is just him not knowing what's happening when he's the innocent. Okay, so 24, we have Snip. So I think Snip can be a troll. He often likes to hit people. It's also a gift when you can actually hear him speaking. It's like a rare thing to happen. I think Snip is quite interesting in murder mystery. He can put up quite a good fight if he tries, but overall, I wouldn't rank him higher because he doesn't really go with the mystery. He's just more kind of there, but he can be quite a good fight. So coming in at 23, we have Maz. I believe Maz has been in one of my videos, maybe two. I think it's just one, which was The Bastion. Maz speaks on occasion. I think Maz is very chill. She doesn't like to cause any problems. She can also be quite fun to be around, but I don't really play murder mystery with her much. I think the problem with a lot of people on this list is I would rank them high, I just don't play with them much, so I don't know exactly how good they are, I guess, nowadays. I'm basing a lot of these back to past references, past experiences. But I know Maz is quite chill. I would definitely rank her as one of the higher ones. Kind of like I have middle, kind of top, more middle. If I did play more murder mystery with Maz, she would probably be, I don't know, maybe between 10 and 20. Okay, so coming in at 22, we have Green. I think the thing with Green is when, like, I don't know, back 2018, 2019, he often fools me. Back then, I used to play more murder mystery, but I was a lot more gullible, I guess, back then. Kind of learnt how to suss things out. I think often I believed Green, and then he would often backstab me. I haven't played murder mystery with him in a while, but I believe he is making a return very, very soon. He also does make up for a pretty good partner. I think I've been murder partners with him maybe 3 or 4 times on my channel. He's been in a fair few videos. He can put up quite a good fight. I think the problem with Green is sometimes he can complain. He's very good when it comes to murder mystery. It's just the complaining. Sometimes it is for good reason. It's for a lot of people. I think a lot of people kind of have the same problem, which is often fair. That kind of drags it down a little bit. Just the fact I haven't played murder mystery with him probably since the end of 2020, to be honest. Maybe the beginning of 2021. I can't remember exactly. I know I haven't played with him in a little while. But I think he can make up for a pretty good murder mystery, and he's also quite good at commentary. So if you do need people to speak, he's your guy. Okay, so number 21, we have Charlie, aka Survival, or Survival, aka Charlie. Charlie's a very good person when it comes to killing. He's very, very annoying when you're trying to kill him, though. You can put up a good fight, but he will run. He will run forever. He is so relentless. If you manage to catch up to him, you are a legend. He is so annoying when it comes to running. He's pretty good at solving murders as well. He's pretty good at that. He's very good at being murderer. I've literally watched him play. It's just the running that's just kind of annoying.
I'm dead.
I saw that.
Oh, you don't use your bow. I just killed 4 people, please. Charlie, I was trying so hard to kill you that
I know you were. I know you were.
You were my sole target. I couldn't get you.
I was trying so hard to not let you kill me. I'd get you low if I thought I was gonna die, so you couldn't have an opportunity to try and kill me.
I mean, I can understand if he's low, if he's running from a fight, but if he just doesn't trust someone, so he just runs completely, it can just be sometimes annoying. Overall, he's pretty good, which is why I'm ranking him at 21, which isn't too bad comparing to how many people have played Murder Mystery within my life. Okay, so coming in at the number 20 spot, we have Angel. So Angel is quite good at playing Murder Mystery. He could definitely make a video quite interesting. The problem with Angel is he often complains and is quite impatient. I would definitely say he's one of the more active people when it comes to being in the group and recording. Overall, I think the only thing that lets down Angel a lot, I would just say, is the complaining. Like, he's a good person, but I think the only letdown is just that one thing. I mean, sometimes I can understand the complaining. Sometimes it takes a while to start. At times it can get a bit repetitive and annoying. But overall, I would say he's pretty good. Okay, so number 19, we have Bamboo. Bamboo's not joined us in a while. I don't really have much to say about Bamboo. He was quite a common Murder Mystery player a few months ago. I don't know where he's gone now. You might not see him either ever again or for a long time. I didn't really have a problem with Bamboo. The only thing is I haven't really played with him in a while. Coming in at 18, we have Star. The only downfall with Star is she can lose track at times, especially when she's with someone she really likes. Let's say Rob or something. Star is a pretty good player. She's the only person I can remember that doesn't like being murderer. She would not want to be murderer. If you see Star as a murderer in one of my videos, something's happened. She's being convinced by someone. But Star just does not like being the murderer, and I think it'll be quite interesting, maybe me and her being murdered one day. You never know. You might see it in the future. Probably not for a while because she doesn't join that many recordings anymore. Plus the fact she doesn't like being murdered and often gives it to someone else, and then she'll say, can you please pass it on to someone else, and then you can both be murderers. At number 17, we have Nightwolf. So Nightwolf is pretty quiet. She's either really quiet or really talkative. It's not really a problem. Again, I don't really mind how much people speak, as long as they can speak. But I would just say with Nightwolf, she's... no offense to Nightwolf, but she's not great at PvP. I don't know about her murderer skills, as I haven't seen her as murderer much at all. But overall, I would say she's quite good. She often finds kills, especially recently on the Blackstone Keep map. She saw actually quite a few kills, like 2 or 3 maybe, or she was nearby. So she actually has quite a good eye. She's a decent detective. She kind of worked it out in a way. But I would just say PvP is a bit of a letdown. But overall, I would say she's okay. Okay, so number 16, we have YouTube. I think I've been murder partners with YouTube twice on my channel now. One on Doom and one on Funhouse. YouTube, I think the biggest problem with YouTube that nearly everyone can agree with me on is the fact that he takes a long time and he does not take many opportunities that he can. I would say that's the only major downfall. He can also not pay attention. Maybe if he's being killed, he's quite an easy target and can easily be killed by surprise because he's often doing his own thing, kind of like Java in his own world. But I would say If he fights you, he's actually quite a challenge to kill. But overall, I would say his attention span is not very good. I actually feel quite mean now, not gonna lie. I feel quite mean saying a lot of this stuff. But overall, I would say his PvP is good, his detective works okay, but he just needs to pay a little bit more attention. At number 15, we have Harp. I would rank Harp a lot higher. Often, I think a few days ago, we played this map, and once he died, once it was a free-for-all, because he did not make a move for a very, very long time. And when he ended up losing, he kind of had a whole tantrum. What does that mean? When he died, he wasn't all that happy with it. I mean, the other two people were kind of sticking together, but he definitely was very overly dramatic. I would say he's quite a good murder partner. I've been murder partners with him, like, I don't know, maybe once or twice off camera recently. He definitely knows how to set up a recording quite well. But overall, I'd put him in, you know, mid to high tier. Number 14, we have Mini. So, this is probably going to be the shortest one of them all. I would say he's very kind, like Jawa. He's very, very quiet. And he's quite good at PvP. He's a very good detective. If he tries to work something out, he can work it out. He's quite good at it. But I just feel like if he's up against someone challenging, he would tend to lose. But sometimes, I'm not even kidding, he can pull out some mad PvP. You're like so overly confident you're going to kill him, and then you just lose anyway. Okay, so number 13. Some of you guys might be surprised about this. I'm actually going to put Bonnie at number 13. Bonnie is probably second hardest on this list to kill. So it'll be Zach at top and Bonnie second. I don't know how good Zach is on Bedrock, like I said earlier on in the video. But Bonnie's both very, very challenging, both on console and I'd say especially Bedrock. If you've seen Bonnie in some of my more recent videos, you'll see that he's a very, very good player when it comes to PvP. He's quite a good detective. He often knows what he's talking about. The most annoying thing with Bonnie is when Bind is in the game. I don't know, if it's like a few rounds in, maybe 4 or 5 rounds in, Bonnie and Binder will stick together a lot. Because with some of my videos, with both Bonnie and Binder in, you'll probably see that they're sticking together a lot. So it just makes it 10 times more challenging to kill them. Also, Bonnie can be impatient. He's not as impatient as some people on this list. I'd say he's probably more impatient than most of them, because most of them aren't all that impatient. Of course, sometimes it is for good reason, but overall, I would say he's a very good murderer. At number 12, we have Penguin. I do not really have much to say about Penguin either. Penguin is quite good at PvP, probably better than more people than not on this list. He could definitely get a good job done. He's quite a good detective, quite a good murderer. He's basically quite good at everything he does. I don't really have a problem with Penguin. The only thing is he's quite inactive, so you probably won't see him in many of my videos anymore, like you used to maybe 3 or 4 months ago. But overall, I would say Penguin's quite awesome. Okay, so 11th on this list, we have Skyfire. I believe Sky has also been murderer twice on my channel. With me, I mean. Once on the bank map, and once on, I believe it was Vertigo quite recently. I think on bank we won, and on Vertigo we were very close at winning. Sky and I make quite good partners. Sky's very good at commentary like Green. He's quite a good murderer, quite good at being a detective. Sometimes when Sky dies, such as the Christmas special last year in 2020, he did get quite annoyed because people didn't split up. But realistically, who actually splits up? Out of everyone on this list, I'm sure, at least once in a while, they stick with people. There's no way no one that is all constantly not near anyone. Sometimes it's kind of hard to stay away from people, to be honest. But overall, I would say Sky is actually quite good. Okay, so now we've made it to the final 10. So if you guys have made it this far into the video, thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. Let's get into the top 10. So, coming in at number 10, we have Spy. Spy is very nice. He's quite a good murderer. You can especially see that on Juliet's Manor. Unfortunately, he lost against Sky both times, but it doesn't make him a bad murderer. He can be a challenge to kill. On one of my Fantasy Castle videos, on I believe it was my birthday, I did kill Spy, but he got me very low. It was very scary, probably the scariest kill of the whole video. He doesn't really do much detective work because he doesn't speak that much. It's kind of like a snip. It's kind of a gift when he speaks. I would say he speaks a little more than Snip. Also gets along quite well with Deadly and Devil and people like that, which I think is quite nice. I don't really have much to say about Spy. I really hope he makes a return again soon. Okay, so coming in at number 9, we have Deadly. Deadly and Spy are kind of similar, so they're both quite quiet, both quite scary as murderers. I believe I've been murderers with Deadly twice on my channel as well. Once on Vertigo, and I can't remember the other time, but I'm pretty sure there's one other time. He gets along quite well with Spy. I'm only ranking him higher than Spy because I've actually been murderers with him on my channel, so I actually know how good he is as a murderer when it comes to being with me. I don't actually remember a time I've been murderers with Spy, not gonna lie. That's pretty much all I have to say about Deadly, and I also hope he can make a return soon. Okay, so at number 8, this person's been in, I believe, 3 of my videos recently. They're a newcomer. This person is Mike. So he is the Orca in my videos, so both Blackstone Keeps, and I believe it was Showcase Cinema as well. I think his scream was quite funny when I killed him on Showcase.
The arrows on.
I'm being attacked in the freaking.
Same. Oh, Jordan's gone. Yes, finally.
I think he's very good at PvP, probably top 5, maybe a little below top 5. But I would say he's definitely up there. Quite a challenge. Again, I don't really have much to say about Mike. Also, I feel like some of this stuff that I'm saying will become... that's pretty much all I have to say about Mike. Let's move on to the next person. So coming in at number 7, this person hasn't been around for a little while due to university. I believe they'll be making a return. I think Tad and Monkey will be making a return this Christmas. And yes, this person is Monkey. Monkey's had a couple funny screams.
No!
He is quite a good detective, especially when there's less people. He can definitely work out who a murderer is. He also made the round of him and Sky quite interesting as murderers. Very spooky. He can often be quite quiet, but I think if he's with a group that he likes, he could definitely speak a lot more. He also has a YouTube channel of his own, so I definitely recommend checking that out. He's quite good at commentary, like Green and Raptor and Sky, people like that. I just hope that we get to see some people that we don't often see make a return this Christmas. But I think that's all I have to say about Monkey. So in 6th place, we have Binder. Binder, out of everyone in the group, I would say Binder has the funniest screams. I'll just play a few now.
Just turn around! Ah, God, let's go!
No! Not again! At the front! No! How he's not going to get this! He's not going to get it! Ah! Oh, it's property! On the bridge! On the bridge!
I think the downfall with Binder is he does often stay with Bonnie, which can be annoying. Oh, he's cracked. But yeah, I would say that's probably the only downfall. He can also lose a bit of focus in the game, but I would say he's a very good murderer. I have not been murder partners with him in a long time. I believe I've been murderers with him 3 times, I want to say, on my channel. 1 on Terraria, 1 on Showcase, and 1 on Juliet's Manor. But I would say Binder definitely stands out for his screams. It might sound weird that I'm saying screams are like what makes a murder mystery good. I guess it kind of makes it more realistic, but it's also just quite funny just hearing people's sheer panic. But overall, I would definitely rank Binder very high. Coming in at number 5, we have Raptor. So Raptor's only been in 2 of my videos, and he's also been murder partners with me twice, both on Blackstone Keep and Juliet's Manor. Raptor's a very good murder partner. He's quite scary when it comes to PvP. I would say he's probably in top 5, top 10, kind of similar with Mike. He also helped me kill Mike in Blackstone Keep as well, even though I didn't actually do any damage to Mike, because Mike jumped me because I wasn't paying attention. I don't really have much to say about Raptor, but I would say he's quite a good murder partner, although I don't often play Murder Mystery with Raptor, and I would definitely play with him more. I would say he's quite a good detective, although I haven't heard that much detective work. I think from what I've heard, I would say he's quite good. That's pretty much all I've got to say about Raptor. Coming in at number 4, we have Devil. Devil is a very good murderer. With MCC and being partners with Bonnie and Binder, maybe Skull, I'm not too sure, his PvP has definitely improved over the past year or so. Whenever I'm murder partners with him, I often win, I believe. He murderers with me a few times. His detective skills are quite good. Also, often when I record, he gives me quite a good chance to get away with it. Even if he knows I'm murderer, he would give me a chance. If it was just maybe me and him, yes, he would fight me. But I would often leave him alone for a while if he knew, although I don't always do that, especially if I'm starting to struggle for kills. I would say Bonnie's the opposite. He's quite savage. Once Bonnie knows it's me, he's definitely going to go for me. I can understand both of them. I can understand, you want to make a video interesting, so keep the person alive. But you also want to make it realistic, so kill the person. But overall, I'd definitely rank Devil very, very high. Good murder partner, quite a good detective, and overall just fun to be around, and he's very kind. Okay, top 3. So third place we have Rob. Rob and Binder have the funniest screams, I would say. Actually, I don't know who has the better screams, to be honest. They're both very funny. I'll play some Rob screams now.
No! 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 Please! No! Someone attack me! No! No!
Where did you go?
No!
Oh, yes. No!
Oh wait,
It's too
no, you're
dark.
dead.
I'm swinging.
Rob definitely stands out from the crowd. Also, with some of my earlier videos, you might have noticed he didn't speak that much. But in more recent videos, he speaks quite a lot more, which I really like. He's quite good at commentary as well. Maybe not so much with detective, especially when Star's around, he can kind of lose himself a bit, I would say. It's not to the point where it's annoying, but just having fun. He's also quite a good murderer as well. And overall, I will give him the number 3 spot. Okay, so the final 2. So, I think a lot of people would expect me to put this person at number 1, but I'm going to put them at number 2 anyways. This person is Alex. So, Alex is also quite good at commentary. She often speaks quite a lot. She's quite good at being murderer. Although, I believe I've only been murder partners with her once on my channel, which I believe was Vertigo. She's also quite good at detective. She fakes her death a lot, so I could even make a whole separate compilation of how many times she's faked her death. She's very fun to be around, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, another voice crack. I would say the only reason I'm not going to put her at number 1 is due to the amount of fake deaths. Hi? I'm literally speaking about you. I'm on number 2. Can you give me like 1 minute?
You're welcome for me joining.
Thank you so much.
I was just gonna join and not say anything.
I'm speaking about you. You're welcome.
Why did I join at that point?
I don't know.
It's so weird. You're welcome. I spoiled it.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna put your voice in the video now, just this exact moment.
Will you actually?
Yes.
Sure.
Anyways, I'm gonna finish off.
Okay.
Anyways, back to speaking about Alex. Alex is very annoying. I'd put her at the rank 50 spot. I actually pranked her this whole time. She's awful. She's a horrible murderer, a horrible detective. Wouldn't recommend playing with again. Okay, right now I'm just gonna do number 1. But overall, I would say Alex is very fun to play with. Okay, so at number 1, we have Tad. Tad is a very good murderer partner. I believe I've been murderer partners with him twice, once on Showcase Cinema and once on Juliet's Manor. Anything else to say about Tad?
He is a pog guy.
He is a pog guy. He is not very active due to university, like monkey. I would also say the run of Despicable Me, that long chase, was very funny. Tad and Rob both almost killed me a few times. But overall, I'd rank Tad at the top because I don't really have anything negative to say about Tad. But overall, I would say Tad is probably the best player to play with when it comes to murder mystery. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you'd like to see on my channel next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.